Hello everyone. On behalf of Team Ashvini, I, Tanya Alexander, with my teammate Ajay Behera from 1921 batch in this Business Academy Bangalore, are going to give you an information on industry analysis of Grant Thornton. Yes, you heard it correct, Grant Thornton. So before we start the discussion, I would like to give you some brief insight about Grant Thornton. Grant Thornton is one of the world's leading organization of independent assurance, tax and advisory firm. They have almost 53,000 plus GT employees over across 135 countries. GT believe and focus to make a difference to their clients, to their colleagues and to the communities where they live and work. The history of Grant Thornton. The company was founded in the year 1924 by a 26-year-old man named Alexander Richardson Grant, and he founded the company Alexander Grant and Company in Chicago. In the year 1980, Alexander Grant and Company and Thornton Baker joined together, and in the year 1986 they changed the name of the company and named it as Grant Thornton. That's how the company got its name. The headquarters of the company is in London, UK, and the CEO of the company is Mr. Peter Borden. Now, I will talk about Grant Thornton India. Grant Thornton is one of the largest fully integrated assurance, tax and advisory firm in the country. With almost 4,500 plus employees across 15 different locations in 13 cities with 15 offices. The important point about GT is it covers almost 99% of India's BFSI, banking, financial service and insurance sector. This is a very small brief about GT. We will be covering all these topics in our further discussion. Now, I would like to hand over to my teammate Ajay Behera for further discussions. Over to you, Ajay.
Thank you, Tanya. Coming to the next slide, let's have a look on what are the services are offered by the GT. That is Grant Thornton. The first service they are offered, that is bank filling. GT are still remain competitive for other top companies, and also they are focused on post trade processing. The second service they are provide, that is accounting. Any company, the most important part is the accounting. GT have also so many expertise to analyze the financial statement, financial data, and GT also believes in time management and teamwork. The next service they are provide, that is audit. GT more focus on custom control of employment cost, and GT also reduce the risk and negative impact on the company. It also helps improve internal controls. The next service they are provide, that is MIAS and analytics. As you know, analytics is the backbone of any company. Nowadays, the more of the company are investing in analytics to know their business problem and how to overcome this problem. And the next service they are offered, that is taxation. GT reduce tax liability and audit risks and increase tax return accuracy. And the next service they are provide, that is cash flow modeling. In this service, GT primary aim is to optimize the cost and speed up the process. And the last service they are offered, that is equity research. GT cover large pool of stocks, and GT also have more experience and advanced technology in equity research service. Coming to the next slide, the current trend of the industry. Here we are discussing about the KPO financial service. Before going to the current trend, let me explain what is KPO. KPO stands for Knowledge Process Outsourcing, which involves outsourcing of core function which may or may not give cost benefit to the parent company, but surely helps in value addition. Let's come to the current trends. If somebody wants to know current trend of any industry, they should look on their revenue, CGR, forecast and growth. Let's come to the revenue. The KPO sector is expected to grow from $12 billion to $1.1 trillion by 2020. And the next is CGR, which compound annual growth rate. The KPO market is worth $18.85 billion in 2014 and expected to reach approximately $122.59 billion by 2023, while registering itself at a compound annual growth rate of 23.13% during the forecast period. The next is growth. Growth is attributed to increasing risk awareness among end use industry and rise in natural hazard growth globally. Sorry. And the next is forecast. Industry Insight anticipate to progress at a CGR of 7.4% from 2018 to 2025. Coming to the next slide, major market and segment. GT covers almost 6 key sectors in India, and those are automotive, banking, financial service, and insurance, which is BFSI, consumer products, healthcare and life science, media, and real estate. Now let's look at what are the major service segments in India, and those are taxation, cash flow, modeling, and equity research. Now let's talk about what are the major KPO hubs in India: Delhi NCR, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. Now let's have a look on what are the major KPO players in India in terms of finance: Deloitte, PwC, KPMG, and Grant Thornton, BDO International, SS Kothari Mehta. Now handling over to Tanya for rest of the slides.
Thank you, Ajay. Taking it further, by looking at the graph on the screen, you can see that in 2005, KPO industry in Indian market has $1.3 billion. In 2014, it has $18.26 billion. And it is also expected that by 2023, it will rise to $126.6 billion. By looking at another graph which was predicted by NESCOM, that tells us that India will capture almost 70% of global KPO industry. Yes, it's all true. All this data, all this analysis are of pre-COVID-19 scenario. The question that comes in the mind is, why India becoming so popular in KPO industry? Yes, you got the answer correct. It is all because of cost advantage that India has, talent that India has, and also the proactive policies of government. To analyze any firm's stated vision and the ability to execute it, Gartner Magic Quadrant is the solution to it. Before start explaining about the Gartner Quadrant of Grant Thornton, I'll take few minutes to explain you about Gartner Magic Quadrant. Gartner Quadrant is a graphical way to analyze any particular firm, industry, market, product in terms of their ability to execute and deliver based on the vision. The Gartner Quadrant is divided into 4 segments and measured along x-axis and y-axis. We have chosen revenue generated in 2019 and the number of employees in 2019 for our analysis, and also we have taken 9 companies who work on the same sector. You can choose any number of combinations of measures. The 4 quadrants you can see on the screen. The first quadrant, which is known as leaders, and all the big 4 of our India falls under this quadrant, which tells us that they effectively deliver on their stated vision. Also, they are super go for the future. Our second quadrant, which is known as visionaries. In our analysis, none of the quadrant fall under this category. Third is the niche players, and our rest of the 5 companies fall under this category, which tells us that they effectively and successfully focus on one particular sector. Our last but not the least quadrant, which is known as challenges. So here we are coming to the end of our discussion, but before we end, I would like to throw some light upon the achievements of Grant Thornton. In 2019, Grant Thornton won Sports Excellence Award and also Corporate International Global Award. In 2018, Grant Thornton ranked amongst 5th top advisories. So now we have reached to the end of our discussion. With it, I would like to thank Professor Chandrakant who gave us this opportunity, and also I would like to thank all my lovely viewers, as you have reached till the end of this video, I hope you will like this video, share and comment in the section box. Also, if you like this video, please stay tuned because I assure you we will be coming with more content on Grant Thornton. Also, please comment in the section box on what we have to improvise or what you like the most about this video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Namaste.